Hello, hello. This is recording number 6, I think. And I'm gonna start a 30-minute timer. Great. The timer is on. As always, at the beginning of this recording, I will go over the things that I want to keep focusing or to pay attention to throughout this recording. And the main one is I want to pay attention to what happens in my body, inside my body, to the sensations of my body that I have while saying whatever I say. So at this moment I feel a little burning sensation in my belly and yes, burning sensation and also tension. So I want to grow my connection with my body, to grow connection with my body, and this especially, I feel tension in my upper left teeth or jaw. Is this jaw and the upper one is not a jaw? Okay, so focus number 1 is what sensations do I have in my body during this recording. And also the view mindset, which I think I will prioritize less than my bodily sensations, and also enjoyment. So these 3 things with the most attention that I want to keep or pay to my body. This means that throughout this recording I'm not trying to have the best articulation or to be the most articulate version of me, or to maintain a consistent flow of words or thoughts, descriptions, and whatnot. I might pause and have pretty long pauses. I feel how my heart is beating inside my chest, and warm sensations in my belly. So doing all this might look very weird to you if you're not used to this kind of inner work. It feels weird, but already not so much weird to me, because I've been experimenting with different kinds of self-exploration techniques and psychotherapy groups and all that for the last 10 years. So it definitely still feels weird, but not as much as it was for me before I discovered this type of work. So, but I warned you, there is a trailer video for this channel, and that this channel is not for to bring any value to the viewer. Its sole purpose is for me, it's a platform for me to explore and train, practice whatever I choose or desire to. Okay, so I I can right now notice certain sensations that are happening uh, in my body. I wonder what my pulse is currently, and I think that for it might be a good place to focus on or to stay in for several. Mm, what is my heart rate? I'm curious. What is my heart rate? Timer, alarm, settings, what? Breathing. Cool. So, nope. How do I stop this? Okay. I thought that I might find a heart rate monitor embedded in my that installed on my Mi device. Fitness and health, heart rate. Okay. Okay. Continuous monitoring. So I just enabled my heart rate monitoring stuff, but will I see anything on apps? Alarm, fitness and health, stats, steps, vitality score, heart rate every minute. This one's weird. I want to smart. Yeah, okay, so this is set sync, but I don't know how to. Ooh, maybe there is a watch face that shows my heart rate. Oh, okay. This is going to take some time. So I think that I might focus on this paying attention to my bodily sensations during these videos, like that I will prioritize doing mostly that and not focus on moving too far with with describing or coding things, and just focus on oh, I like this one. I like this face. Just focus on what I feel inside my body right now. Ooh, and I like this one. Okay, installing update. How about... The weird thing is that the watch does not show any heart rate data currently. So, but I'm installing another pretty watch face on the phone, and it looks, I like how it looks. So what happens when I look directly at the camera and also pay attention to my body? Oh, I feel like moving tension and in my belly, and also in my right arm, and feel like I'm choking, or like I don't know how to say this, that there is lack of oxygen in my body, and I also feel something in my jaws. Now I'm starting to pay attention to my breath while looking directly at the camera. Oh, I think this can be a good meditative practice where I just sit there with staring directly at the camera and listening to my body. I have a warm, even a little feverish sensation in my upper chest, and warm palms. Also little pulsations in my left feet, and they also feel warm. My mouth feels a little dry, and there is tension in my back neck, so I'm sitting like this. I wonder how doing this can be a good practice or a useful practice for self-healing, growth. Because it feels different than, I've never tried actually doing this without a camera, but when the camera is on, it I feel like tension in the in my eyes and forehead, eyebrows, like over here. But I think that there is something about being recorded, being seen, that changes things, and that enables, that starts processes in my body that are different than I have when I'm not recording any video, or when I'm not being looked at. And this might be an interesting form of, an interesting practice. But what I notice here is that it's not necessarily a pleasant practice. So it takes energy and focus for me, and also, yeah, it's I want to say stressful. It feels stressful, while it feels as work, as there is something happening in me that hosting which that spends, or at least it feels like I'm spending a pretty decent amount of internal resources on just maintaining my presence, maintaining connection with my body, and stay here. And to stay here, I feel like I'm spending plenty of resources, and I want to hide. It's not easy. It feels not easy, and but what I wanted to stress on before I started saying all this was that how can I make these 30 minutes enjoyable? How can I enjoy these 30 minutes? How can I make sure that this is the time that I enjoy having, that I'm looking forward to how can I do this? How can I maybe one of the things that I can do is I feel heat in my chest, even fever, like really warm. I'm getting really warm in my chest and in my face. So one of the things that I can do to make sure that I'm enjoying this, well, at least I'm enjoying this more, or suffering through it less, is when I can do it, I can focus on the things that I want to focus on, and spend the time telling the cameraman, the viewer of this video, about my bodily sensations, or about whatever things that I consider the things that I want to talk about, that I want to bring my attention to. So currently, I have this page open with that. This is the area where psychologists manage their schedule. I have this page open, but I doubt that I'm gonna focus on it. I want to focus on my sensations during this video, on noticing the heat, something in my chest, in the lower part of my chest. I don't know how to say this. Let's find let's see. Russian, English. Solar plexus. Oh, solar plexus.
Solar plexus.
Solar plexus. So in my solar plexus, probably it is a really good idea for me to spend enough time in front of the camera teaching my body and learning that this is a safe environment to be in, that being recorded is actually not a threat or not a threatening thing, and that I'm safe while I'm recorded. So this is that. Okay. And it might take me 5 minutes, but most likely, I'm certain that this is a long process to learn that, to teach my body that, to ensure that recording these videos is safe enough. And I still, there's so much going on in my belly, and I notice also my legs and tingling or warm sensations in, especially in the right leg, and also I notice tension in both legs, but more in the left leg. And I also, as you might probably see, as you can see, I look as if I'm tired, as if I'm sleepy, as if I look tired, I look sleepy. This is how I feel. This is what happens in me. Like my eyelashes, lids, they feel quite heavy, and there is some burning sensation in my solar plexus and also in the bottom of my chest. I wonder whether there is a solar, if it's a solar plexer thing or diaphragm thing. But I have also this high pitch sound in my, I'm hearing this high pitch sound. And I'm getting more and more sleepy. And I have my hands are, they become warmer. Oh, I feel, I put my hands on the table, and there is this nice cold part of the table that feels pleasant. Yawning. I heard that yawning is a sign of relaxation. In therapy, they say that if I yawn, this means that I'm starting to relax. So, but how much time do we have left? 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. Oh my God, there is so much more time left. I thought that we're kind of on the finish line. Okay, I feel tired of describing or paying attention to that level of attention to my body, and so let's explore a little bit this UI, this page, but I'm gonna still keep a little bit of my attention in my body. All right, so what do we have here? We have a page that is a part of the psychologist area, and I'm logged in. Let me refresh the page. I still logged in, and if we check on the incognito tab, this URL, as you can see, it shows an error, and it shows us that I'm not authorized to enter this schedule management page. So the authorization works here. So we have this page here to manage our schedule, and actually what's impressive, pretty impressive, I'd say, is that this whole, like 99.9% of this functionality has been coded by Cursor model. So it's not me. And it works. And I was able even to, so first of all, you can see here these 4 tabs. And so they represent a week. So the first one is for the current week, the second one is for the next week, and then 2 subsequent weeks here. And it shows dates in, let's actually use the Ukrainian language. Why am I using the Russian language here? And let me also translate to English. So as you can see, it's November. Currently, I'm recording this. Today is November 19th, the 19th. How do you say? I'm not very skilled at saying English. November 19th. This is the day we have, and as you can see, okay, I'll walk you over these ones in a minute. So we have 4 tabs, and I can click on the tab, and this loads the time slots for the active tab for the selected week. And well, what you can see here is that the non-active state, every tab has a non-active state. It also has already handles the hover state, so the border color changes slightly for when I hover over a tab. And we also have styles for the active state here. And what's cool is that plenty of things work here. So I can select a tab, and it loads the proper time slots, and it also updates this label, and it also renders correct columns for days, and it also renders correct time slots. And so this all of this Cursor migrated. I always define migrated from the original PHP project, and it didn't need a lot of supervision to do that. So originally, the functionality that it transferred was the following. First of all, notice that because today is it's not the first day of the week, the time slots that from the past days and from the past times, they are okay. Even there is a tile here it's over. So they are not available for any operation. So if I click on them, they're just, nothing happens. So I'm going to click on the first time slot on Wednesday 19th and then reload the page. Nothing happens. Once more. I'm going to do this once more and nothing happens. The second thing that you can notice is that, well, this is what I came up with in setting up a schedule for a psychologist. So we have a time slots. Each one represents 30 minutes, starting from 0 minutes each hour to minute number 29, I guess. Is it 29? Like to minute 30. And so if I click on this one, it will mark these 30 minutes as available for scheduling, that the psychologist is available on November 20th from the midnight till 30 minutes past midnight. And if I do this, then it will click on the empty. So these gray ones, these gray time slots, they represent the time available for marking is available. So, and the green ones, they represent the time slots that are available for booking. So, and if I click on the gray one, it becomes the green one and available. And if I reload the page, the data is still here. So these three the time slots are marked as available. And if I click on the green one, then it toggles its state into not available or unused. I call it unused. And so this functionality works. And as you can see, there is this intermediate state or progress state when I click on it. It's super short. It takes it's super short. Can you say that? It's visible for a super short period of time because all these requests happen locally, and so just this request took 24 milliseconds for the full round trip. So for this, and there is one cool feature that I actually had in the original web application website. You could click on a time slot and then drag your mouse to easily mark many time slots as available, and if I reload the page, as you can see, or you could click on the one and then drag your mouse to mark them as unused. And if I reload the page, boom, to get this right, I don't remember about these two. Let's see with these. Yeah, how about this? If I reload the page, we should have one. Okay, great. And let's try this again. Okay, and this one. Cool. And if I click and drag, then we should see only these four. Right, correct. So this thing works, and originally Cursor did not migrate that click and drag functionality, and I was able to prompt it into adding the functionality. It took me several attempts, but as you can see, it works. I doubt that the code here is very very performant or optimal, but I think it might be good code. We have 300 lines of, maybe less, somewhere around 300 lines of code, 250 to handle all these drag stuff. And I actually don't like the code, how it looks, because as you can see, there is a lot of nesting here, too many levels of nesting. So if dragging, then set time out, and I wonder whether, so it does not handle the timeout. Cancel, I don't know, should it? So then set timeout, then we have one if, then try, then wait, then a couple more ifs. So all this looks a little bit too much. Especially I hate these guys, because you could quit this with early return stuff and have less levels of nesting. So for example, we could query this. But okay, we need this target. Current, do we need this one? Nope. First, so we could do this, and then if not button, then right, return. So, and you could do like this. And now we have one less level of nesting. And so the next one is if not is none, row index and day index, then do another level of nesting. But this can be easily, like if is none, yeah, as you can see, the AI picks it up. If it's none, either the row index or the day index, we can do this early return stuff again, and we can do it like this, and so like this, and just like that we removed a couple of, do we need this? Yeah, we don't need this. Drag ref, I doubt that. Okay, whatever, who cares? But as you can see, we have removed a couple levels of nesting with this, and so quit. Probably we can do another one, only allow, so it says only allow dragging on unused or available slots. If we have a time unit and time unit state is unused, we can do something like const is state allow dragging. There you go. We can do it like this. And we can eliminate another level of nesting. So, and I think what I could do is I could ask AI to optimize this. So I could ask AI to something like, okay, could you use the early return pattern to make this code less nested, and doing this, this is good stuff. This makes our code less nested. It turns it into more like a plain flow. So you know that we're gonna get here only at certain point, but actually, it might be good idea even to go in further. So we could do it something like this. If then do also return. And what's interesting here is notice that now we are getting into the territory where this does some sort of a preparation, and this does the business logic, the logic, this is the actual meat, and we get here only under certain conditions. So we could do something like, we could refactor it even more. For that, we need to extract it into a certain into a function that returns either data or false, say, or null, or false. And if it returns an object, so I wonder whether peek refactor, move to file, do a while, async function expression more. Okay, it's hard for me to say. PHP Storm allows for such refactors, but yeah, but I got carried away with this. So so the code, my main and we could do something like this. It's really easier. So notice how this function is just a plain, I transformed it from being a very nested thing. So if we're dragging and also this pyramid into a very plain structure, I can, so there are some pros and cons to that, but this makes things usually easier to understand and read than this. And yeah, this is one of the examples of the how we could optimize our code. But for today, this is it. I'm gonna go and do some cardio workout, and after that I will eat a tasty salad and go to my group therapy session. See you next time.